Good morning, you all. This is Carol Brown Earl from Bristol, Virginia. I'm going to do something a little different because I think it's important. I have this handbook from Grant Cardone, the Millionaire booklet. And I know a lot of you would love to have it, can't get it, don't know where to get it, or, things happen. Not everyone gets it. So anyway, I'm going to read you a day from this directly. Because I think it's important and things he says is awesome. So, yeah, I'm going to bring this to you live myself each day. So anyway, the first chapter is Getting Rich is Not a Fantasy. And this is what he has to say about it. Getting rich is not a fantasy. How to become a millionaire or multimillionaire or even a hectic millionaire, 100 million hints. It's taught in schools or colleges, in fact. Most of society frowns on anyone who talks about getting rich. Some even protest against those who have created financial independence. It's a funny thing that schools teach you how to read, write, how to do math, how to know history and geography, how to pass a test, but they never broach the subject of how to get rich. Getting super rich seems to be a topic reserved for fantasies, movies, and drunken what-if games. Most have become to believe that becoming a millionaire is for the lucky, sperm club, business owners, gold diggers, lottery winners, athletes, rappers, and inventors. But it's not true. Millionaires and the super rich come from all walks of life. In fact, just to debunk one of the myths, I'll tell you that 4 out of 5 millionaires today work for someone else. The reason most people never get rich is that they never even consider it a possibility. They're convinced that those close to them simply to be satisfied with whatever their financial situation is. Let me reread that. It says they are convinced that by those that are close to them to simply be satisfied with whatever their financial situation is. The other reason is that people fundamentally do not understand money. Very few people know how to get money. Even fewer know how to keep it. And almost no one knows how to multiply it. Just look around you and you will see signs of this everywhere. Even in one of the richest countries in the world, America, 76% of people live paycheck to paycheck. Some 50% of Americans have no money for retirement. That's me. 47% of Americans don't have even $400 for an emergency. If these statistics were true in a poor country, it would be one thing. But America is considered a wealthy country. And here he quotes, very few people even know how to get money, even fewer know how to keep it, and almost no one knows how to multiply it. Think about that. I'm going to read one more time. Very few people even know how to get money, even fewer know how to keep it, and almost no one knows how to multiply it. Then he goes on, turn on the television or go online and you will see endless, ridiculous financial advice. Financial prudence suggests saving tricks where your path to wealth is finding the lowest price for a product or putting more air in your tires to save gas. This piece of advice always cracks me up. If you don't drink coffee out, you'll save another $700 a year. You can save $700 a year for the next 50 years, and you won't be rich. You'll just be old. Like that. Another prudent preaches all debt is bad, and that by avoiding debt, you will somehow be financially free. Never borrow money under any circumstances. The previously bankrupt advisor promotes. He overlooks that the reality that almost all the super rich have used debt to multiply their wealth. That's very true, because you have to spend money to get going. Okay. And that's just the fact. So flip the channel and you'll see fancy graphics making a case that you should turn your money over to the boys on Wall Street who, smarter than you, will invest in stocks, bonds, financial instruments. I'm sorry, they can't even explain. Ask your parents for money advice and they will recite their path. Get a good job, buy a house, contribute to your 401k, be grateful you have more than most, and pray everything goes right. I've never wanted to just have enough. In fact, truth be known, I've always wanted to be rich. While I do believe in prayer, I don't expect God to take care of my finances, and I certainly don't want to leave it up to everyone. Wait a minute. Don't want to leave it up to everything going right. At a very young age, I noticed how people who made the decision and had the power of choice all seemed to be the people with money. I want to be one of them. I didn't want money for the sake of money, but to be able to have the power of choice. At an age of 8, one of my first experiences with money was walking to the grocery store. I had a quarter in my pocket to spend at the store. I was excited, giddy, and I felt powerful. I was walking to the store with my brother, fondling my quarter, when I dropped it in the street and it rolled into a manhole. I got onto my hands and knees, only to discover my arms were too short to retrieve the quarter. I got up, wet, dirty, angry, and wanting to cry. I remember going home and telling my father I had lost my quarter. My father said to me, you shouldn't play with money. My grandfather later grabbed me and said, son, the problem isn't simply that you lost the quarter. The problem is that it was your only quarter. Since that I have been let me say this again. Since that I lost, I have been frustrated with the idea of amassing enough money so no single event or loss would ever cause me to be without. And that's chapter 1, guys. It's a lot to think about. It really helps your mindset about money, understanding that, you know, even us as kids, you know, we're taught everything except how to handle money. You know, and books like this are awesome to have. It really gives you a clear venture on where you're going, what you have to do to get there, and so forth. So anyway, that's chapter 1, Grant Cardone's The Millionaire booklet. And well, that's funny how I picked that up, kind of separated there by Grant Cardone. And I'll read you chapter 2 tomorrow. So anyway, thanks, guys. God bless. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.